Yellow, yellow, and welcome
Time to
back.
do the Lord's bidding.
Yeah, let's do the Lord's bidding. So we have to retreat like pussies or something. Do I have any useful equipment?
Time to shine.
Maybe the old one is still better. Sling, I mean.
Finally! Let's crack some Watch me work!
Time to shine.
I don't know,
My
let's
spirit
try
is
this
hungry.
one.
Good! My onward! For the
Yeah,
Lord!
yeah.
Let's crack some. I've been wanting to stretch my legs. Let's do this.
Okay, let's check this thing.
Let's crack some skulls!
Guess the new one
Now
might
is
be
the moment.
better. Okay, let's go. No more dilly-dallying. Haha. But you're flying like a bitch. I saw Suicide Squad the other day. So maybe I'm just sort of gonna review it, although like it's a bit late. I guess it came out like a year ago already. But
David's victory over Hadadezer gave him control of lands to the northeast, all the way to the Euphrates River. This would have given David total control of the trade routes in the region.
and when all the kings that were servants to Hadarezer saw that they were smitten before Israel, they made peace with Israel and served them. So the Syrians feared to help the children of Ammon anymore. So yes, unsurprisingly, Suicide Squad was not a very good movie. It sucked, but at least like it wasn't like completely terrible. Like at least it was somewhat entertaining, although it was a bit awkward. Like I got the feeling from it that none of the people involved in it really like cared about it. Like the actors were there just because, you know, they were hired to do a job, but they didn't really care about the movie or the role. And like I don't know, like the director or script writer and whoever, like it was just like, you know, somebody had it's like this bureaucratic obligation to finish the movie. Like the only good thing about the movie was Harley Quinn, and well, her insanity was like very superficial and poorly handled. But okay. But like she was nice to look at. I guess that was like the whole point of the movie. Because like the story and everything else sucked. But like yeah, okay, let's start with the movie itself. Like it committed the cardinal sin of Hollywood movies these days, is that they spend an assload of time just what? Okay.
David had triumphed against the Aramean army. The only loose end left was a formal surrender from their commander-in-chief.
You are cornered with no hope of retreat. Surrender now, and I will show mercy upon you and your house.
We have heard about the mercy you showed to the Edomites. I personally saw the mercy as given to the Moabites. We want no part of King David's mercy.
He will speak of mercy to us. Did Messa show mercy to the house of David? Did the Edomites show mercy to Moses during the Exodus? The one who rejects the Lord and does not receive his words has a judge, and he will execute great vengeance on them with wrathful rebukes, and then shall they know his name.
Come to me, Israelite. Show me the vengeance of your God.
So is it a boss battle or something. I guess, yeah, show back. What? Who is this guy? Uriah Heep? And he's some fire deep throater. Okay. Why do I have to fight against this guy alone? Where's my... Ow, ow, ow. What the fuck? This was the... This is the... So, okay, what the fuck is point with this? I die, my HP is full, but his isn't. And this character is so fucking shitty. And this thing. Like, you get stuck in the fucking whirlwind and then you're just dead. Fuck you. Fucking piece of shit. Why don't you just let me use my own party? I don't like this random guy who I don't even know. What the fuck is that? Okay, but back to the movie Suicide Squad. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like, yeah, it committed the cardinal sin of Hollywood movies these days that they spend like half of the movie just explaining the backstory, even though it's not like the most complicated thing ever. But like that's how they always do. Like they sort of like have to, let's say, like, you know, they have to explain. It's like, you know, aliens have to explain how like human beings are made. There's like, oh, there's a daddy and a mommy, and then they fall in love, and then they have sex, and then the child is born, and then you can start, like, you know, telling you know, the story of the main character. Like, why do you have this fucking character who's never used before, I think, and you have this attack, this stun attack, or like knockover attack that is, and my enemy is immune to it. Like, why would you give me a useless attack for this character? There's only one fucking fight, or maybe there's another fight later on. I don't know. But anyway, back to the movie. So yeah, they spend a lot of like time, like, fuck you, and he knocks me to the fire, and then I just die because, oh, I get burned by the fire. Like, yeah, I know it's realistic, but this battle is in no way realistic. It's just this fucking bullshit. Okay, anyway, I'm not supposed to complain about this shitty game, I'm supposed to complain about the shitty movie. So yeah, like, even though they had a really overly long sequence of introducing the characters, they still failed because they didn't even introduce the like one of the super villains. I don't even know his name, like the guy who climbed the building when he tried to escape, and then he just died, his neck exploded. Like, you know, when they didn't introduce him at all. Like, he just appeared and like, hey, I'm some guy. And then of course there was the Japanese cosplay girl, Katana. She was like the actor, and her outfit and everything about the character was so laughable, and she just suddenly appeared. It felt like, you know, somebody had written the script, but then like the I don't know, gender equality and racial equality board of Hollywood looked at the movie like, wait a minute, we don't have any Asians in this movie. Like, there's this black guy, there's a white woman, there's a Hispanic guy, the fire guy, and all of this, but oh, there's no Asians, so then they have to add one Asian person. But it's like, oh, there's no Asian super villains in DC, or maybe there is, but at least not in the movie. So then okay, Katana. I don't know so much about DC, so I didn't know about characters like Katana or Captain Boomerang, but apparently there are some characters in DC. But anyway, they added her, and the character was awful, and the acting was awful. And of course, like Joker, like, or is it Jared Leto who played Joker? He was pretty bad, but I think... Okay, what is supposed to happen now? What was worse than the Joker's acting was probably the writing. Like, he didn't say really anything funny or weird. Like, even when he sent like text messages to Harley Quinn, they were just like, "I will come soon" or something, "hold on tight." He didn't say like anything wacky or weird or anything. It's like, come on, a missed opportunity much. But it was just more evidence that the script writers didn't really care. At least like one interesting thing about the movie was like, but the real bad guy of the movie was the black woman, Wallen or whatever her name was, who like set the team together, Suicide Squad together.
May the Lord bestow blessings upon you.
Okay, I cannot access the inventory because I'm pretty sure this is a bug. Like, I'm supposed to be using the normal team, but I shouldn't have gone there yet to that battle. I'm supposed to go here, which is just more evidence this fucking game is fucking bullshit. Like, oh, I didn't follow the story complete, or like the whatever. I didn't, like, you know, follow the railroad, so now I have to suffer for it. Let's see if I have to like play this whole level again or something, because it's gonna bug out. But anyway, like in Suicide Squad, this is so fucking bullshit. Like, this is almost more bullshit than Suicide Squad. Like, fuck you. Before this I had like a positive opinion of this game, but this is just so fucking bullshit. What's happening now? Am I supposed to fight? Yes. Oh fuck, how the hell is this one weak character supposed to beat all of these guys? I guess by being really sneaky. And now you're stuck. This game is fucking awful. Fuck you, Blizzard. Can I change? No, I cannot change the characters. I have to use this fucking character to fight all these men, and I guess I will do it. I will do it just so I can, you know, say like, I beat this bullshit game and it's bullshit. Then, like, there's no consequence to death anyway. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is the... I don't know, like, this teaches you that there's no, I don't know, point to following God because there's no consequence to anything. And I fucking died to the alchemist. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah. And those guys are so fucking helpful as well. Come on! I fucking pushed the button like 7 times and he wouldn't do the fucking flip kick. But anyway, like... I still have to wait for the bread to replenish. No. Okay. So the black chick woman, she was the bad guy because she started like she was dealing with the enchantress, like, you know, try to make a deal with her, but then she, you know, enchantress resurrected her evil god brother, and then they, you know, started this whole mess. Or well, yeah, so it was the black woman who was the evil one, and then they like saved her, and I don't know, that was sort of interesting, but I'm not sure if the people who made the movie, like the scriptwriter or director or whoever, if they have the self-awareness to understand it truly. That's the point of the story, which is quite interesting, but it's supposed to be a, I don't know, a simple, entertaining comic book movie, so I don't know, is it suitable for it to have like this really dark and twisted side to it? And like, okay, they're the main characters in Suicide Squad, they're like super villains, so it's I don't know, more acceptable than in like other kind of superhero movies, I suppose. But they didn't feel like super villains. Like they didn't do really anything bad during the. Come on. And I don't fucking see anything behind this fucking rock. Fuck you, like fuck you, seriously. Who the fucking wanker did this game? Like fuck you. I was thinking about like, oh, maybe I'll buy the sequel at some point, but no, like you didn't fucking make this game correctly, so why would I trust them to make the sequel any better? I'm pretty sure I am not supposed to have only this character here. Like fuck you, seriously. Like you don't care about your fucking piece of shit game. Okay, I have to take a look of my phone. Okay, back. So come on, don't get stuck, you fucking idiot. And don't get behind that fucking rock because I die, because it's impossible to see beyond it. But yeah, in the movie, back to the movie, the main characters, they were supposed to be super villains, but they didn't do anything bad, really. Like Harley Quinn stole, like she broke a store window and stole a bag, and like in the backstory it said like, oh, Deadshot was an assassin and stuff, but yeah, they showed her kill one guy or something, and he was clearly like he was blackmailing some bad guy anyway, so it was like he was so cool anyway, so I don't know, like and they were like complete bitches to the US government. Like it told them, you know, do this, do that, and they just succumbed to the, you know, the blackmail of the US government. They should have really just, you know, killed the black woman because she was the I guess they didn't know that she was the real bad guy, which is like, you know, good excuse, but maybe if there's gonna be a sequel, they're gonna find out she was the bad guy and gang rape her or something. I really doubt it, but it's like, might be fun to see. But like, okay, when it comes to the movie, like the stuff that really, I don't know, intrigues me about Suicide Squad is that it's clearly like Pentagon propaganda, And it's like a lot of these like you know, comic book and you know, stuff that my generation we used to like as kids. They have like this, you know, military element to them. Like in this, like, you know, oh, we need to use these super villains to fight against terrorists because we cannot handle it, you know, without this, you know, creating monsters to fight more monsters that we've created in the past, basically. And it's like trying to excuse that, you know, whatever, like, you know, the military or the government does whatever, like, you know, evil stuff, like, you know, torture in the past they do is like, oh, they're excused because they do it for the, you know, the safety of the people or whatever, or like the government or the military, which is like so yeah, I think it's like a psyop to convince people. Like, let's say there's gonna be like some big terrorist group that attacks New York, and they, I don't know, like take over a few buildings and kill 100 people. But then the military sends like their, you know, an airstrike there, and then they kill like 1,000 innocent people along with the terrorists. And they say like, oh, it's justified because we did it all to protect the good law-abiding citizens, even though like they end up killing, like doing more damage than the terrorists, but just because our intentions are good, so that's all of it, like, you know, all that matters. Fuck this shit. Okay. Like, this game is fucking atrocious. Like, no, really, I cannot recommend this piece of shit anymore. It just pisses me off so much. Like, why the fuck? Like, I can accept the... And now I'm stuck. I can accept the bullshit that sometimes I have to fight a boss with only one of the main characters and stuff. But here I'm not clearly even supposed to use this character the whole fucking level, and the game doesn't like realize like I'm doing something wrong. Because it's a fucking piece of garbage. So maybe the angry video game nerd should make the next Christmas episode about this. But anyway, like, so Suicide Squad, yeah, it's like Pentagon propaganda. Is not, and it's not like, you know, the first example. Like, even like the first Transformers movie when it came out like 10 years ago or something. I just wanted to see this, you know, simple movie about these giant robots that can turn into cars that I used to play with when I was a kid. Like when I saw the movie, but it starts off like with some US soldiers there in Afghanistan or Iraq, and they're like, oh no, they're fighting overwhelming odds, and was it like the Decepticons? I don't even remember. I just remember they were like, it starts off with this fucking desert and there's these soldiers, and I was like, what does this have to do with Transformers? And it was also like, you know, trying to instill this sense that, oh, our military is under-equipped to deal with the dangers of the modern world, so, oh, please support your troops and, you know, the military-industrial complex. And it was so fucking bullshit, and I'm just thinking, like, are there Marvel movies like this? Well, definitely, I haven't seen all of the new Marvel movies, but at least the Captain America, of course, is about beating the evil Nazis, like the first one, Winter War or whatever it's called. And but of course, at least like it's acceptable because that's like, you know, part of the story of Captain America, that he's a super soldier created to fight against the Nazis. Which is sort of like why Nazis are supposedly so evil, because they created super soldiers or wanted to create the Übermenschen. But okay, that's another story. But yeah, I don't remember so well like how much the like military and stuff is like plays a part in those movies.
With all the victories he had attained, David took an immense amount of plunder. It is likely his key fighting commanders shared in the bounty.
Wow, he was such a hero. Then Toy sent Joram his son unto King David to salute him and to bless him, because he had fought against Hadadezer and smitten him, for Hadadezer had wars with Toy. And Joram brought with him vessels of silver and vessels of gold and vessels of brass, which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord with the silver and gold that he had dedicated of all nations which he subdued. Okay, stun. Boom, 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 boom. Haha, bitch. Bitch ass nigga. But like, yeah, so I think many of these, like, you know, movies that they're supposed to be about, like, you know, not to, it's about kids stuff. And of course I understand they make them, you know, a bit more, like when they make these modern movies, they make it a bit more like adult themed than the comic books and stuff. Like, of course it makes sense. And maybe Suicide Squad always was a bit more, but it's still like the story, like how the characters behave, they're still like childish and comic book like, but then there's this stuff about this, you know, government and being an even at some point, like the Wallen, the black woman, she just kills some American soldiers or police or whatever because they don't have the clearance to know about all of this stuff, and she just shoots them, and it's like, yeah, that's moral, and like, and yeah, I'm sure something like that sometimes happens, but it's like, this is supposed to be a silly comic book action comedy, and you show stuff like that, and you know, just and just brush it off like, okay, if you want to make a statement like, look how bad the American military is, then you should, I don't know, highlight like, oh, how could you do it or something. And I don't know, it's just how fucking satanic all of society is, and immoral, and nobody gives a fuck about anything. So what now? Draw out the Arameans. And here's my old team. I'm stumped. Like, what the fuck is going on? Am I supposed to do something here? Hello? Am I supposed to defeat somebody? Can I change the character? No. Okay, let's see if we can finish the level or something with this guy. Okay, here's one of these things.
If David had conquered the nearby countries in the order we have indicated, he would have had Ammon surrounded, except for the impassable desert lands to the east.
So I guess this is like trying to say, like, in the order we indicated, so I have to like complete these quests in this level in the order they indicated, otherwise I'm doing something bad. Okay. What the fuck is going on? I guess I cannot complete this level. This is the biggest piece of bullshit I've ever seen. Like, fuck this game. Fuck this to fucking serious hell. Like, fuck it. Well, I'm not gonna delete this video. I want everybody, all of my huge viewer base, to see the bullshittery that is this game. Like, who is this guy? What is he doing there? Who are these? I mean, these are my troops, but like, why are they just standing there? Like, is there any fucking sense to any of this bullshit? And this is like, yeah, here I can finish the level, except, oh, I can't. It's not working properly, because this game is fucking awful. Like, fuck you, whatever this company's name is, like, we fucking fuck the Bible, because that's what they're fucking doing. Fuck it.